Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you some essential blues licks to get you going with playing lead guitar. So this one's going to be based off the A minor blues scale, which goes like this. Now, some of you may have noticed that it's very similar to the pentatonic scale. So if you're familiar with the pentatonic scale, this will be very easy to remember since it just adds one note, that note, into the scale. And for those of you who don't know the pentatonic scale, you can check out my video on pentatonic scales. All right, so here is this lick. All right, so this is pretty, I guess, a pretty basic lick. You're going to hear this in a lot of songs, but it's going to be 7th fret, G. We're going to do a half step bend. So it's going to sound like that. And that's the lick. So it's... Okay, and you're going to find that lick in all kinds of places. And the beauty about it is that you can do a lot with that. There is so many variations you can do. Okay, and you can also take some of the notes, other notes from the scale, throw them in there if you like. But just to get a basic, just that basic lick, getting that pattern down is going to open up the door to you being able to play lots of stuff. So practice that one a lot. And don't be afraid to mix it up a little bit. Do some variations on the rhythm. And if you want, add a little vibrato at the end of it. That'd be really good. So the next one is very similar to that one. It goes like this. So what we're going to do, we're going G, same thing as before, but this time we're going to go up to the B string on the 8th fret. We're going to do a full step bend, which is 2 frets. So it's going to match this string. So that would be another really nice lick to be able to do, because you can blend the first lick and this lick. And use both of them together. So you have that little thing to play with. So make sure with any lick, work on it, play it over and over again, use some backing tracks with it. That way you can make these licks your licks. Like not just like some kind of mechanical thing that you're doing on the guitar, but something you can use to communicate some emotion that you have or some idea that you have, right? You're feeling something there, right? You know, and you want to really put that in there, into that lick. So make sure you practice it until you get the mechanics of it down, and then keep going beyond that until this thing becomes like, just like the way you would use words when you're talking about something, you use words normally. Those words that you're using to speak come from years of just saying those things over and over again. And now you can use that to create, the idea that you have in your mind that you want to get out to people. So we want to think of lead guitar as the same thing. All right, so this next lick it's another pretty popular type of lick. All right, you're going to find this in a lot of blues songs. You're going to find this in a lot of like classic rock songs. But it's basically just this. Okay, and we have a little bend going on here. Or you don't have to do the bend at all. You could just go. Okay, so it's up to you. Work on how you're going to do that. But that would be a nice little lick to do. You can add that in there. Let's take the other ones. We're going. And you see how now I'm just taking those different licks and kind of mixing them together. So now that's a little bit of a blend. So the idea is that we can take these different licks and kind of mix them together and, you know, like form a melting pot of licks, and boom, you have your guitar solo. All right, so definitely once you're used to playing each one of these licks separately, start experimenting with putting them together like that. All right, and see what kind of cool stuff you can come up with. All right, so this next lick is going to be pretty cool. We're going to use 2 fingers for the same fret but different fingers. So we're going to go, or different strings. We're going to go B12 and pinky 12. All right, and then do that little. So we have a full bend here on 12. Make sure we're holding that bend. So we want those notes to bleed in with each other. And you can release the bend if you want. But you don't have to. You can, or do it like that. And then have that little vibrato at the end. Which sounds pretty cool if you ask me. So have fun with that one. That's a really cool one too. And it's still in the same little thing here. We're still in A minor the whole time. So we could be like. Alright, so definitely have fun with that lick. That'll be a fun one to mess around with. See what kind of stuff you can do with that one. And then you could even turn it around, bend the 12th fret instead, and then do it like that. So there's a lot of ways to play around with some of these licks. Alright, so those are the licks for today. I hope this was pretty helpful in helping you learn how to at least get started with doing some lead guitar and playing some cool blues licks, and start using that in your backing tracks when you're playing along with backing tracks, or just kind of fooling around, you know, by yourself or something, or even if you're jamming with some friends, try to throw some of those licks in there. All right, so thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, okay? Hit subscribe. All right, that'll be doing me a big favor, and you'll be able to stay updated with all the content that comes out. Well, I'll see you next time.